Waiting to invest in land is not a neutral decision. It is an expensive one. Every single month you spend saying, "not yet," the land you could have bought gets more expensive. The location you were considering gets more crowded. And the wealth you could have been building goes to someone else. I am Esomano Charles from Bluesystem Property Dev Ltd. And in the next 5 minutes, I am going to show you exactly what waiting is costing you. In real numbers, real examples, and real consequences you cannot afford to ignore any longer. Here is the story most waiting investors tell themselves. I am not ready yet. I need a little more savings. I want to be sure. Let me wait until things stabilize. It sounds reasonable. It sounds wise. But here is what is actually happening while you wait. In 2021, a plot of land in a growing corridor outside Enugu was selling for 3 million naira. By 2023, that same plot was 5.5 million naira. Today, in 2026, comparable plots in that corridor are selling for between 7.5 million naira and 9 million naira. The person who waited for 5 years did not save money. They spent an extra 4.5 million naira to buy the same land. On top of 5 years of missed appreciation, waiting does not protect your money. Waiting transfers your wealth to the person who acted while you hesitated. That is not an opinion. That is the documented pattern of Nigeria's land market, repeated consistently across every major city and growing corridor in this country. Let me make the cost of waiting even more concrete. Nigeria's inflation rate has consistently exceeded 20% annually in recent years. That means the purchasing power of every naira sitting in your bank account is shrinking every single month. While your money shrinks, land appreciates. In strategic emerging corridors across Nigeria, land values are rising at 20 to 35% per year. That gap between what your savings are losing and what land is gaining widens every single month you delay. Let us put that in simple numbers. Imagine you have 4 million naira set aside today. If you leave it in a savings account at 12% annual interest, in 3 years, you have approximately 5.6 million naira. But with inflation running above 20%, your real purchasing power has actually declined. Now imagine you had used that same 4 million naira to buy land in a well-chosen emerging location 3 years ago at a conservative 25% annual appreciation. That land is now worth between 7.8 million naira and 9 million naira. Same money, two completely different outcomes. The only variable, one person acted and one person waited. The mathematics of waiting in Nigeria's real estate markets are devastating, and they get worse with every passing month. Now, I want to address the real reasons people keep waiting, because they are understandable. But they need to be challenged honestly. I do not have enough money yet. With flexible payment plan now available from credible developers, including Bluesystem Property Dev Ltd, you do not need the full amount upfront. You need enough to begin. Start small, and growing your position is infinitely better than waiting for a perfect sum that keeps you receding as prices rise. I am not sure which location to choose. This is a legitimate concern, and it has a solution. Work with a credible, experienced real estate partner who knows the market, understands the growth corridors, and can guide you to the right location based on your goals and budget. Uncertainty about location is a reason to seek expert guidance, not a reason to wait. I am waiting for price to come down. In Nigeria's current market, with a housing deficit of 22 to 28 million units, a growing population, and accelerating urbanization, waiting for price to drop is waiting for something that the data says will not happen. Prices in quality locations move in one direction, up. The excuses are real, but the cost of the excuses is even more real. So what does acting today actually look like? Practically and realistically, it starts with a conversation, not a commitment. Reach out to a credible developer, ask your questions, understand the locations available, and explore the payment options that work within your current financial reality. At Bluesystem Property Dev Ltd, we currently have verified, fully documented land available in Enugu, Abuja, Asaba, and Port Harcourt, with a payment structure that allows you to secure your plot today with 50% and complete the balance within 2 months. You do not need to have everything figured out before you begin. You need to begin and figure it out as you go, with the right guidance beside you. The best time to buy land in Nigeria was 10 years ago. The second best time is today. Not next month, not after the next salary, today. Every year you wait is a year someone else captures the appreciation you deserved. Every month of delay is a month of inflation, silently shrinking the value of your ideal, and every day you spend saying not yet is a day the land you want get further from the price you can comfortably afford. The decision is yours, but now you know exactly what that decision costs. Visit us at www.bluesystemproperties.com or message us directly on WhatsApp at 091-6126-5029. All our links are at linktree/Bluesystem Properties. Subscribe to Bluesystem Property Dev Ltd. Like this video if it moved you to action, and share it with every Nigerian who is still waiting. The time is now, not tomorrow. Now.